We're getting coconutty. Hey, it's Bryon Lape back with reviews you can use, and today we have a test taste of something I picked up when I was up in Cincinnati at Meijer. This is at the Meijer near where my parents live. This was not the Meijer near where we used to live, which I didn't stop by that, but two businesses that I did stop by. I didn't technically stop. I drove by once I realized it's now a Mexican restaurant. And then the gym that I used to go to is closed, and I don't know when or why or what. So anyway. So this is from Quest. This is Coconutty Caramel with almonds, or almonds, as some people like to say. Do whatever you want. This is 1 gram of sugar, so it does have some sugar in it. It's only 12 grams of protein. Now, it is kind of small. Now, as is our want, well, my want, I like to read the back. So we do have 5 sugar alcohols, okay? So some people will say that still counts as carbs, okay? Whatever. And then we have, of course, the laundry list of ingredients that only exist in the United States because everyone else has banned them. No, I don't know about that. Let's see if I can even read it. So we do have almonds. That's the very first ingredient. That's good. Protein blends. We have whey protein isolate, milk protein isolate. Perfect. No soy protein. All right, that's good. But then it goes kind of off the rails a little bit. It kind of gets warbly, we'll say. So we do have palm kernel and palm oil. So we have a seed oil, very high up. And we have polydextrose, allulose, I guess, which is, that's a fake sugar. I don't like seeing that. Soluble corn fiber. Okay, we can give a pass for that. Erythritol, we cannot. And if you have a dog, you don't want them eating anything with that. Water, well, that's good. Sodium caseinate, now that's usually for a preservative. So cocoa processed with alkali. Okay, so let's see, contains milk, almonds, coconut, and soy. What? Well, where's the soy? Dried oat coconut. I kind of skipped through a bunch of ingredients because I don't feel like boring people to death. Sucralose is the last ingredient. We do have butter. Cream, natural flavor, sea salt, lecithin, sea flour. Okay, so there's the soy lecithin. That's where it is. Processed in a facility that also processes peanuts and other tree nuts. There's a lot of evidence that the peanut allergy is caused by 2 things. 1, we stopped giving people peanuts, and 2, the vaccines that we give kids young. So you can take whatever you want, believe whatever you want. I don't care. But it's essentially a Western lifestyle problem, as far as I can tell. Now, I know peanuts were, considered poisonous like tomatoes, but I don't like tomatoes, but you can do whatever. Anyway, this is not a review about peanuts or tomatoes, is it? So, right off the bat, we have very nice chocolate aroma. There's an interesting texture. I don't know if I can get it in camera. I've been trying to do this more and more. Because I can get closer with this camera and the focusing's better. At some point, I'm going to update my DSLR, but I don't know when. I know I just ate some. But anyway, interesting, just kind of a wafer-ish looking thing. Not really that fancy. I don't know why I'm holding it up. The camera is like over there, I think, the actual peephole. But it does have a nice look about it. I can smell the coconut. Got a really good aroma, so now that I've got a big chunk, let's see how it tastes. I must say, that's pretty good. It's got a few ingredients I don't care for, but it's only a handful. This would be a nice little snack. I've still got some stuck in my teeth, sorry about that. I'll try not to open my mouth too wide. We won't do a close-up of that. But it's got a really good texture, too. I'm surprised by how much coconut flavor there really is in there. It doesn't have, obviously when I cut into it, it didn't look like the picture, and I don't see any, I guess there's a tiny, real thin, maybe 2 millimeter thickness layer of caramel in there, which is fine. I don't need any extra sugar. or caramel, as some people say. And I forget which is southern and which is northern. I lived in too many places in the country, and I sound like I'm from everywhere and nowhere at the same time. Because I use words like y'all and yonder, over yonder, but not with an accent. And I also say either or neither. So anyway, again, it's not about me. Turning to Alex Jones. So anyway, this is pretty good. Flavor-wise, this is like a 9 out of 10. It's not overly sweet. It's got nice texture. It has the almonds come through. The almonds are kind of chopped up. And so, and coconut's there. The caramel flavor is there, just not a whole lot of it, which for me is fine. I mean, it's a snack bar, right? I could say, oh, but it only has 12 grams of protein. Fortunately, they're all from milk, which is great. It does have a few soy ingredients. As I said, it has a handful of ingredients that I would rather it not. But for a little snack bar, you know, if this is not your main source of calories and other things, you'd probably be okay. But again, as always, if you're sensitive to any of that stuff, well, that, you know, that's your choice not to take it. But I think for a little bit of snack bar, this is a 9 out of 10 across the board. You know, and maybe I should judge it a little harshly and say 7 out of 10 for some of those ingredients, but it doesn't have a long list of hydrate. It's just got the one, and a bunch of sugar substitutes, and not heavy on the sugar alcohols, which is fine. That causes problems with some people. So let me know. So is there anything new from Quest? I mean, this is new to me. I've not seen it anywhere, but in one store. I could look at their website. I don't know if Meijer ships. That's one of the things that I couldn't tell. I was trying to look on there. Can they ship me anything? A lot of those things, they go to a local store. Well, my closest Meijer is 6.5 hours away, and I'm not driving up there for a pickup. So we'll see. Let me know in the comments below if there's something you want me to try and want to send me. Let me also know, and we'll make some kind of arrangement. Thank you very much, and we will see you. Goodbye. Get on to the beer. I didn't.